The reason why you should open an account in Fidelity today is because it's so simple to navigate. You can open a 401k, Roth IRA, but in this video, we're going to focus mostly on brokerage accounts. It's easy to transfer funds, move, and earn money. And if you have been trying to look for a sign in the universe to tell you to start investing, well, this is your sign. You should seriously consider opening an account. And you don't have to use Fidelity. You may choose any other investment corporation. The upsides of Fidelity is that it does have a lower expense ratio compared to their competitors, which means you pay a fund manager less money to handle your funds. Now let's go ahead and get started on our investment journey. We can begin by typing fidelity.com in our web browser, or an easy quick search on Google can also do the trick. It should look something like this. Next, we can go ahead and click on this orange box that says open an account. You will be given 5 options here. We can discuss these other options on a different video. But to do a quick summary, IRAs are individual retirement accounts, which are necessary if you want to have money when you are over 60 years old. This is considered a long-term investment. It is very important. I'll be making a video about IRAs and retirement accounts in the future. But for now, let's go ahead and click on brokerage account. The next page gives us this wonderful screen, which asks whether or not we will be creating an individual account or a joint account. Now, an individual account is just as you guessed it, for yourself or for the person you are making it for, while a joint account is for people who wish to share their account with other people, such as their kids, their partner, their grandchild, their dog, etc. I wouldn't recommend putting your dog, but anyway, do as you wish. Who am I to judge? For the purpose of this video, I've decided to open an individual account. After selecting either an individual or a joint account, you will be presented with this page. Fidelity is asking you whether or not you already have an account with them. You might have an existing account depending if your company does use Fidelity for your 401k or your retirement benefits, so check with them first. However, it might not be activated and you will still need to go through this application process anyway. Therefore, we can go ahead and click no on the existing account. And this new selection pops up. Go ahead and fill in the blank. I would encourage you to type in a legit email, and not like the one I am writing, because Fidelity will be sending you emails regarding your account. Don't worry, they won't spam you, and if they do, you can go ahead and subscribe from their email list, not this channel. Alright, now once we're done, then we can start and click on get started. Hey you. If you're enjoying this video so far or finding it somewhat interesting, then please drop a like. It will prevent chance from being a sad puppy. And I guess it can also help out this channel. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more of my future content. And of course, hit that bell for notifications. But you already knew that. Also, if this video gets 100 likes, I'll consider making a video in Español. I doubt it will reach 100 likes though. Can you and your friends prove me wrong? Let me know in the comments below. Alright, back to the video. We are now in the personal information page. In this section, we will be filling in the blank. We need to make sure that everything is filled out, or else we won't be able to continue to the next page. Now let's go ahead and get started on the personal information page. If you notice, your first and last name have already been filled in, as well as your email. This is because you did this on the last page. Now, if you do have a middle name, this is your opportunity to fill this out. You don't have to because it's completely optional. If not, you can do social security number next, and once that's done, we can go on to the date of birth. This next question asks if whether or not we're US citizens. You don't have to be a US citizen to fill out this section. However, you will need to be in US soil to create a Fidelity account. Fidelity does state that they cannot open an account for any new customers residing outside the US. Next, we fill in the phone section, and then we can start on the following section, which is the legal/residential address. On the bottom of this section, you are asked a simple question. Is the mailing address the same as the legal address? If it is yes, then go ahead and click yes. The difference between these two is that the legal address is used for official purposes, such as serving a court order, a notice, or for tax reporting purposes. Basically, the address wherever your speeding tickets get mailed to. The mailing address is where you can get everything else, such as subscriptions, bills corresponding to that specific residence, or whatever. This option is only for the people who have 2 or more residents. Unfortunately, I am not rich, so I will go ahead and click on yes. The last question on this page asks how many trades you expect to do per year. This question is completely optional. Trading is the selling or buying of stocks, funds, ETFs, etc. You can leave it blank if you would like. Once you're done, you can go ahead and click next. For the next 3 pages, we will be presented with 3 questions for identity verification. These questions are personal. They will help Fidelity determine whether or not you are actually the person that matches with the social security you filled in the personal information page. It prevents fraud from occurring. These questions are relatively easy, at least for the most part. However, they can get a little shocking because they can ask you about your past, such as the first elementary school that you went to, the first house that you lived in, and the first car that you ever owned. So I would be prepared nonetheless. Try not to get any of these questions wrong, or else you will be presented with an error, and you will have to answer a set of different questions again. I believe you can get locked out from the application after 3 to 4 failed attempts, so try to answer them as best as you can. Once complete, go ahead and click Next. This page deals with employment information. This is where Fidelity would like to tie your employment history with your account, just so they can get to know you a little bit more. So let's go ahead and click Employment Status. You will be given with the following options: employed, self-employed, non-employed, retired, and employed by Fidelity Investments. I will go ahead and click on employed as this is one of the most general options. You can go ahead and choose whatever suits you. They all have a similar fill in the blank requirements. Next, we are presented with the employer information section. I will just go on ahead and fill in the blank for each section. After we finish, we can scroll down and answer a couple of yes or no questions under the association section. This section entails if you or any of your family members who live with you are employed by or associated with a broker-dealer, stock exchange, or an exchange member firm. In this circumstance, I will go ahead and click no. The next question asks if I live with any of my family members who are currently a director, a corporate officer, or a 10% shareholder of a publicly held company. This also applies to me if I'm either of these three. For this case, I will click no. Once we're done, we can review it one more time to see if everything is correct, and then we can click on next. The account settings page is mostly personal preference, but I can run through it to help you establish an account. To start off, the core position is exactly where your money will be held before you make any transactions. Let's say you transfer $50 from your bank account. You manage to only spend $45 on shares. The leftover $5 will be placed in either of the following 3 core positions. Either of these 3 core positions will generate some interest. That way your $5 isn't just sitting there just like in a checking account. Therefore, think of it as a savings account. You really can't go wrong which of these 3 you choose, as all 3 of them have similar interest rates. After choosing your core position, we move into the email preferences section. Fidelity would like to know exactly where to send your account statements, trade confirmations, and tax forms. If you choose yes, then Fidelity will send all these documents to your email. If you choose no, then Fidelity will send them straight to your legal address. Once you open your account, I believe you can change or update this preference, so no need to stress too much about it. The next question asks if you want to subscribe to Fidelity's viewpoints. You will get weekly news regarding investing ideas and other personal finance information. I will just go ahead and leave it as it is. We can go ahead and click next. This page is pretty short and sweet. We will just need to review and confirm all the information here matches with everything that we have provided so far. Let's just go ahead and take a quick second to review this whole page in order to make sure that everything lines up. After reviewing the whole page, we can move on by clicking on Confirm My Information. Alright ladies and gentlemen, this page has a lot to do with the IRS, so it's time to get serious. Maybe you've heard about this guy before. His name is Benjamin Franklin. He once said that nothing in this world is certain except death and taxes. That's why I encourage you to read through this page carefully and thoroughly. There are 6 documents that Fidelity offers you to read before agreeing. For the sake of time, I will not open these documents as they can have a lot of pages. Since these are their terms and conditions, you know very well they have a lot of information in them. On the bottom of these documents, there's an option to have these documents sent straight to your email. I would say yes. It is always a great idea to have things for record. The next section deals with you certifying your taxpayer identification number. Before agreeing to these terms, I strongly believe you should read through them first. You don't want anything biting you on the butt later down in the future. Unfortunately, I am not a financial advisor. Therefore, I cannot provide any tax or investment advice, let alone any legal advice. Once you have confirmed everything on this page, you can go ahead and click on Open Account. And that is it. Congratulations, future investor. You have successfully opened a brokerage account in Fidelity. This is a great step for you in your future. It will definitely prevent you from having a smaller net worth because of inflation eating away all your purchasing power in the future. Thank you for watching this video. I wish you the best of luck with your investments. I have other videos that could potentially help you in your investment journey, so don't be afraid to check out my channel. It won't bite. And if you made it this far, then that could possibly mean that you enjoyed this video, or you probably fell asleep. But if you're awake, then go ahead and show it some love by dropping a like and leaving a comment. Remember, if this video gets 100 likes, then that would mean I would make a video in Spanish. Alright, that's enough begging for today. Go ahead and make millions in your investments, but always remember to be patient and to take a chance.